What is going on, lunatics? So, you just survived yet another Black Swan event. Israel, Palestine, go to war. All of the bad that might happen starts to happen. And the question is, what do you do? Well, we're about 2 hours away from the big event where crypto didn't exactly drop off face. We didn't have the massive sort of capitulation that we've seen previously, but we did see a dip. So I'm going to talk to you about it. I'm going to show you the news going around, not the news related to the war. I'm not really worried about that. I'm obviously worried, but I don't want to talk to you about that because that's not really what matters here. What matters here is, can we get a turnaround on Luna Classic? And the good news is, I kind of think so. So let's look at it real quick to give you just an idea of what's going on. So you got a strong buy signal coming in down here on the 15-minute chart, meaning that a reversal is imminent. And even on this 15-minute candle that happened at about 5 o'clock this morning, you saw a massive wick and the start of a reversal. Now that reversal so far has been muted, which to me would mean that there is the potential right now for some more downside, because what we saw over the weekend as this thing was playing out was we saw the resiliency of the world markets. We saw the world markets say, you know what? I don't care what's going on in the world. I'm just going to hold. Then we got to right now we're getting into the American market. And in the American market, they're saying things like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Oh my God, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to sell. So we got a weaker version of the market when we get to America than the rest of the world. A lot of crying, a lot of selling, a lot of, oh my God, I just can't hold it much longer. Or whatever they tell themselves in their mind as they sell off on people and charts. So a little bit of a weird situation that the people who throw tons of money in, who constantly do what they can to try to pump charts, et cetera, sit on the sidelines and go, oh, I'm just so scared, before they do something radical. Now, we've had what we call liquidity sweeps over and over and over again. So it is entirely possible. It is entirely possible that this move within 24 hours leads us back up here into this range. Now, that is a possibility. However, there is a heat map for Bitcoin right now, and I'm not talking to you about Bitcoin necessarily. I am talking to you about the broader market, but there is a liquidity issue at Bitcoin down here in this kind of range at the bottom here that we're not getting into, we're not dipping into all the way down to about 26,007. So there's significant opportunity for downside for the bears to come in and just really sweep the bottom here. So that certainly exists. So I would be watching for that to happen. Now, if that happens, I think the worst might be over for Luna Classic. So could be that we see a big reversal that doesn't really quantify itself based on the rest of the broader market. I would expect at this point that we come back up here and at least rip towards the 200 SMA. Now, in the meantime, it will come down just a little bit like this. We'll start to see these moves to the downside. So when we get back up here, we might be a little bit lower than we were before, probably around this range here, but that's just a guess. However, it looks like that looks like the place. I'll leave that on there for tomorrow, and let's see how that plays out. Now, in further news, we do have the 6 Samurai did not get approved. This blacklist wallet, which again, I am completely opposed to any kind of blacklisting of wallets. And this is, by the way, the 800 USTC. This is the lowbrow turd over here who was told to burn that 800 million USTC, and he's just holding it saying, I don't have access to it. But also it got moved. So yeah, he does have access to it. Call a liar. So yeah, I think that their careers are completely burned. And if you remember here, it's holding 800 million USTC. And I mean, I'm opposed to this, but I would support the community if the community voted. But we see the dips on both 1142. Real buy opportunity, I think, on USTC, by the way. And not for nothing here, but I mean, again, I think that this thing's ripping, just like Luna Classic. I think both of them are going to rip. You can see here, there's a big bullish divergence happening right now. Not as pronounced as you might think, but it does exist. So I would possibly want to play that. Money flow to the out, if you, and I don't want to zoom in here too much and put too fine a point to it, but we had a lot of money flow coming out right here, and then boom, it's starting to move sideways and then probably up. At least that would be the, so make what you will of it, but I think that we're going to get a little bit of a recovery coming very soon. Might be a little more dip, but you know. But I think CZ says it best. Reducing supply should be done via burn, not fork at an old state, and abandon everyone who tried to rescue the coin. For those of you who don't know, there is talk right now about a fork. Nobody's interested in a fork. As the French would say, get your shit together. USTC, Luna Classic, repeg, and let those burn one another for a little while. I would put in a variable function that allows for both of them to burn one another in the transfers. Burn double the amount that you mint, or burn 120% of the amount that you mint through community pool. There's got to be a creative way to make something really cool happen so that both of them are happening at the same time. Might have to be a reduced amount. I said 110%, might be 105% or 101% or 100, just something to get into the pool, but just an idea here. And then a reminder here, regardless of my personal views, and it's down here, and this is the important part, all the way down here. Regardless of my personal views or the solution chosen in the end, we will always be here to support the community in any way we can. The backing and the fact that you have the backing of CZ Binance and Binance is a fantastic thing and will lead to a positive outcome, I'm sure, for Luna Classic and USTC, both in the long term. So no matter what pain you're feeling right now, remember, we're at the end of the bear market. We're in the despair portion of the bear market, probably a reversal coming within the next 6 months or so. Finally, Hexagon, in order to ensure the sustainable coverage operation of Hexagon, we made the strategic decision to diversify the customer base. So Terra Classic Station is being renamed Galaxy Station. An interchain wallet with a focus on the Cosmos ecosystem. This transition will take place gradually over the next few weeks. As a result of our shift in direction, we would like to formally announce the termination of our collaboration with L1TF in regards to Terra Classic Station. We've transferred the current version of the source code for Terra Classic Station to L1TS, as it rightfully belongs to the Lunc community. In the event that new developers become available to further develop and maintain the source code, it will be in their possession. We're excited to share any more details. So you are seeing a little branching out here from Hexagon. And just to clarify here, we are not leaving the Luna Classic community or pulling our services wallet from this community. We're expanding our services and wallet to benefit the entire Cosmos blockchain. So that's the important thing right there. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. I have no opinion on Hexagon at this point. I use the station wallet, so I suppose as I see changes in it, if I don't like those, then we'll find a different wallet. But for right now, I think that this is a pretty good move. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hit the like button, subscribe button, the bell to be notified of future content, and we will see you again soon. This is not financial advice. My name's Bleeves, and I'm